Hey, it's Ace Guzman. Welcome to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design's YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to go over a Moosend tutorial, another Moosend tutorial actually, because the first one did really well and a lot of people asked me to do a basic introduction to how to create an email. Something so simple, but yet with this type of interface, it can be a little bit confusing with some people if you don't understand the navigation. So let's go ahead and just create our first email inside Moosend. If you have a Moosend account, great. If you don't, definitely watch this video and consider actually switching over to using Moosend. It's quite affordable and very user-friendly, especially if you're not used to, paying high prices with other autoresponders and you want to stay within budget, but you also want great deliverability and high open and click-through rates, then I would recommend Moosend. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now I'm going to go ahead and log in with my account login, and I'm going to go into the main dashboard area here. This is the main dashboard area here. Now, when you want to create your first email, you have to go over here to this tab, and it says campaigns. We're going to click that tab, and there are three options. There's regular, RSS, and repeatable, and transactional. We're going to select regular. Now, when you get to this area, this is the part where people get stumped. They're like, well, where is the button to compose? It doesn't say compose. What it is you have to create a brand new email. So you're in the correct area, but you have to go over here to this purple button, and you're given the options for different types of messages. You can do regular, you can do A/B testing, repeatable, RSS, and transactional. We're going to do regular. All right, now you're in the step-by-step area. You know what I love about this, guys? What I love about this is that they actually outline over here the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you forget a step, you can always click on the number to go back to that area to do your edits. So let's begin. So it says set basic settings, campaign type. Either it's HTML or you could switch the toggle to plain text, okay? But we're going to leave it on HTML because sometimes we like to include images and emojis and things like that in our emails, so we want to leave it at HTML. Now, campaign name could be whatever you want it to be. Me, I have a format that I do with myself and my team. We like to stay organized, so I'm just going to use some acronyms, okay? Let's say this is an AM email, meaning it's going to be going out in the morning, and I'm going to use the acronym BC for broadcast, and that's what I'm sending. I'm sending out a broadcast, and then I'm going to put today's date. So what's today's date? We're going to put June 30th, okay? We're going to put June 30th, 2025, and this is just so I can stay organized with what I'm doing. The next thing you want to do is select a subject line, okay? So your subject line could be something, whatever it is of that email, put it in there. We're just going to call this test for now, okay? Test subject line, all right? And then over here is your preview text. Now, you don't have to put a preview text. It is recommended that you do, but test it out, see how your list responds, right? I'm just going to leave it with these dots here, and that way I can just do this real quick. Now, this is very important. If you don't do this, this will not go through. You see where it says from name / email address? Okay, you need to make sure that you select from the drop-down your domain name. So you select your domain name so that way they know where the email's coming from, even though you're using Moosend as your autoresponder. Now, where it says reply to, we're going to select the same thing. Because why? When somebody gets an email and they reply, you want it to go to that inbox, and that's the inbox you want to check. I do this a lot with my team members. I tell them, get a private email, make sure you get it all situated so that way when a person replies, you can go into that inbox and respond to them from that account, not your personal account, okay? Now we're going to go all the way over here, leave this off as well, and we're going to click on next, okay? Now, this is very important. This is step 2 of composing a message, right? So we have to choose an email list. Now, if you have multiple lists, you want to make sure you toggle and put your check marks in those areas. If you don't put the check mark there, it will not go out, okay? And you might pick the wrong list. So make sure you're picking your main list. You know, let's say it's an example here, my master list. I have like all my leads in here, for example. I use this for demos. We're going to put this in there, and we're going to say, I'm just going to broadcast to these people, right? So let's say you have a master list. Or maybe you have master and you have an opener segment, okay? These are for advanced marketers here. If you have an opener segment or openers list, however you named your list, the point is make sure it's going out to all your subscribers, right? So we want to do that. Now I'm just going to use these two for an example and click the purple button in the bottom right-hand corner. That would be next. Now we're in step 3, the design. This is another thing. Normally you would get, where is my email? Okay, you have to click your template. So we're going to click the purple button that says start designing. Now it's going to open up a library of templates that's provided by Moosend, and you've got a plethora of options, okay? But I like to create customs from scratch, and I like to do my own thing. As you can see, I created my own little templates, right? But let's say, for example, just for ha-has, we're just going to go and create it from scratch. And now you're going to see this view. You see how different this looks like from the other competitors' autoresponders? Very, very different, right? You have some options up here. You have some buttons right here to go back to the library if you want to just pick from the template gallery. Then over here on the left side, you have layouts, items, and settings. You have all these different containers, which is your visibility, how you want to see your content wrapped around, you know, images and things like that. Items is going to be like where you drag and drop your options and your widgets. So if you want to put an image, you drag and drop. If you want to put text, you drag and drop. A button, an article, a spacer, social shares, like different social media accounts, social media here, HTML, timer, video, and product, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to layouts. And I like to pick the full width. So we're going to pick the full width, click, hold with your mouse, and drop it right there. Now, a plus sign comes up and you don't see anything, right? Like, wait a minute, where am I going to type? You have to click inside the plus sign to get it going. Then you're going to select where it says add item. You have to select, what do you want to do? Are you doing an image? Are you making some text? We're going to do text. Now we're going to see this box here that says type your text here. Great, that's what we want. So we're going to click inside and look what just happened. The kitchen sink comes up. I like to refer to this as the kitchen sink when I'm doing Word, you know, Microsoft Word tutorials. We call it the kitchen sink. That's where I get it from. So when it's over here in Moosend, you see like this menu. And you see all your options here, your paragraph alignment, indents, hyperlinks, anchors, bullets, numbered bullets, quotes, justifications, align center, right? You have justify, bold font, italic font, strike through, underline. Then you have remove formatting. You have your colors you can pick for your fonts, right? Or you can do custom ones, right? With hex codes, same thing. You have a highlighter, you can highlight words, and you can do the same thing, custom text. Then over here, you can adjust the line height. Over here, you do your spell checker. You can check your spelling if you need to, and you can pick different languages that you could check it under. Source code, if you're actually doing things with HTML or Java, you can do it like that. Over here is the source code, right? Then we have personalization tags. Let's say you want to personalize your email. So this is the area where you click on if you want to have the person's name in the email. So you say, hey, first name, or hello, first name, right? This is where you would get that information, and it will grab whatever is inside the account that the person used when they opted into your capture page, that they entered that data. It's going to come and pull it from there. So that way you could have every single email with that person's first name, or even their email address, right? You can get really custom here. And then there's the paragraph. This is your typical, you know, big, bold headings, things that are actually subheadlines, all the way down to pre-formatted. You can pick anything from here. So you have your options. Then you have your font styles. All your little font styles are here. And then you have your font sizes, okay? So now let's go ahead and just put a sample text in here, okay? So let's say I say, hey, oh, wait a minute. I gotta go back over here because I actually accidentally touched the highlighter. So we need to put it back to white. Okay, there we go. Remove any colors. Yeah, definitely remove any colors. And then we'll just leave this as black text. Default. Okay. So now let's try that again. Okay, perfect. We're golden now. Okay. So let's say I say, hey there, you know, first name. I'm not going to leave it like this, but I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's say this is sample text. Okay. We're going to put some sample text. Okay. Sample. Oh, can't type today. Okay. Sample text. There we go. And then we're going to put our salutation. And I'm going to put my name there, Ace. Okay. So let's say this is your email. This is what you want to do. Now, a lot of times these emails by default, they are 16. I don't like them that way. For me personally, I can give you a tip. Actually make them a little bit bigger. I use 18 font count. The reason why I use the 18 font is because it's better on mobile devices. I've gotten a lot of great feedback and I've tested it. So for me personally, I choose 18. So now I've got the 18 font. Now what if I want to put the person's first name from the email address? What I'm going to do is delete this, and I'm going to go to personalization tags. Remember what I showed you? We're gonna go to recipient name. Now look at that. This is what we call a fix. So this fix code that's designed specifically for Moosend is gonna be different than the fix codes that you have in your other autoresponders. So what I wanna do is show you that if you're using the person's first name, this is how you would do it. Okay, so now we're all done and everything like that, and we've got our email. Now what are we gonna do? After you're done with your email, you wanna save it. So you're gonna go over here to the upper right-hand corner, and you're gonna click on Update Campaign and Continue, and you click that purple button. It's gonna say, are you sure you wanna save it? Say, yes, I do. Okay, great. So now we're gonna save that email. Now, where is it gonna go? Let's see. Okay, it's gonna take you to step 4. Now you can schedule your delivery. So now it says, when do you wanna send this campaign? Make your toggle the right switch. So you have these 2 switches. One is to send it right now. That means it's gonna go out immediately in real time, or you can schedule it. And this is where you can actually schedule your emails in Moosend, and you can pick your dates from the calendar, what you want it to do. So let's say we want it to go out later on today, and then here's the clock, and you can pick your time that you want it to go out. Let's say, well, my time now is right now noon. Let's say 12:30. So I'm going to go over here, pick it for 12:30. I'm trying to be, as a matter of fact, but I'm trying to do this here on the fly for you guys. Now we're going to pick the time zone, right? Now I'm in the East Coast. I'm going to go put the East Coast. All right. And then over here, this is resend campaign to non-openers. These are all options. If you want to do it, you can. You don't have to, but it is there to your advantage if you need it. Now we're going to click on the purple button here on the bottom right-hand corner to go next. Okay, we're almost done here, right? So what we're doing is we're going to check, make sure we're all green all the way down. We have the right list. And if you miss anything or you see a red X, go back to that number and make sure that you fix that area, okay? But we're all green and we're good to go. So now we're going to schedule it. Okay, that's it. Now in your drafts, you're going to see over here where it says status. This is where the actual email is going to go out. It's done. It's sent, right? It's going to be scheduled. So this is important that you see that. Now, if you want to unschedule it because, you know, I was doing a demo, let me show you how to unschedule it. We're going to go over here to the 3 dots, which is the snowman, and we're going to go down here where it says unschedule. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. So now we unschedule it, right? So that's what you want to do is you want to unschedule it. Okay, so, all right. We pretty much have everything here. I'll come back to that. All right, but that's pretty much it. That's how you would just create a message. You go to campaigns, go to regular, okay, just to recap, and you start a brand new campaign, and you say, okay, I'm ready to go, and you're in this area. Make sure you watch the replay on this if you have to, and follow it step by step. And if you have any questions for me, you can post them below this video and let me know what other tutorials you'd like me to do, okay, that you need help with. And I'd love to share what I've been doing with this journey with you in Moosend, okay? Really, really recommend it. I'll put a link below if you guys would like to get a free trial for it. It's awesome, and you're going to really like the pricing on it, I'm telling you. And you're going to love the deliverability because that's important, right? We want to make sure our emails get in people's inboxes, and that's what's important. With that being said, my name is Ace Guzman, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.